One. How are you guys doing? I thought I'd go live. I haven't been around all week. Hi, Olive. Hi, sweetheart. It's always good to see you. I always enjoy Olive. She's a wonderful girl. No, I haven't been around pretty much the whole week. I've been in and out of different chats and I don't know. I just thought maybe today I can catch up with you guys, the ones who show up and see how you're doing and maybe have a conversation, hang out. We could do whatever. We could do trivia, whatever you would like to do. I just would like to catch up with you guys and hang out. So let's see. We had Chris in here. I don't know if he's still here, but thank you, Chris, for coming in, and Olive. I thought it would be kind of neat though if I always have my StreamYard pin at the top. I thought it would be kind of neat if you somebody could come up and talk with me for a little bit. You don't have to cam up or anything. And I could just ask you like random questions. Nothing, invasive or personal, nothing like that. Just a way to get to know your personality and what kind of person you are. I thought that would be kind of cool. But, it's up to you guys. I just like to come out and hang out with you guys for a little bit. There's times for certain things on YouTube, depending on what you watch. And I think there's times to relax in a way and just kick back, chill, hang out with some friends, have some fun, some laughter. And yeah, that's what I would like to do. That's what I like to do. I'm a pretty simple person. Um, I don't get into the drama. Not for me. I mean, I watch it here and there. Why, I don't know. Um, but I just like to kind of have fun and chill and, just be a friend in a way, if you think about it. See how you're doing. That kind of thing. Oh, I'm so thankful, Olive. Thank you for saying that. So kind. Hello, Subhuman. It's been a while. How are you doing? Hope things are okay for you. It's good to see you. Where you been? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to tell me nothing. Um, no, but yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool if somebody would want to come up and chat with me. You don't have to cam up. I'll probably turn my camera off here in a few minutes. But I always like to say hi, make it personal so you can see, hey, it's me. But no, I've been really worried about depressed, unwanted man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All you could do, subhuman, for someone like that is be there. Number one, be a support for them. That's really important. Believe me, I know. And pray if you pray. He quit his truck driving job, and I haven't heard from him in a week. Wow, that's not good. You need to check up on him if you can. There's got to be a way for you to talk to him. Yeah, I mean, depression is a fickle thing. It comes in many forms, but when you see it and feel it around that person, the only thing you could do as a decent human being is be there for support. Check in on them, make them feel that they're worthy. Don't just drop them. Oh, they're depressed or sad. I don't want to be around that. the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. In my opinion. I hope you can you can talk to him and see how he's doing, and just say a prayer for him. So how are you doing, Olive? You doing okay, sweetheart? I hope so. Yeah, well, if anybody who has kids old enough to go to school, it's been going, it's during that time of the year where you transition from summer to school. And I've never been the one who does well with change. It takes me a while to kind of settle in, and you got that like summer fall mix, a little bit of warmth, and then you got your cool mornings. That's what we're going through right now. And fall is my favorite time of the year until it gets like in the 40s and 30s. Then I don't want it no more. Is anybody here that likes fall? Or what's your favorite season? Yeah, just I don't know. I've been in a weird funk. I don't know if anybody's ever been through that. It's nothing in particular that's going on in life. It's just the feeling you get every day. It's like, man, what is going on? Something's weird going on. That's how I've been feeling. So I haven't done a whole lot on YouTube, and I feel bad for that. Um, I think I don't know, but I have lost a few subscribers. Seems like one or two on a daily, and I don't know. I'm not consistent like I used to be. Um, Hi Hannah. Hi sweetheart. Thank you for coming over to my live. I love seeing new faces. Yeah, Hannah, for you don't know me very well. I met you today, which was I went to a channel called Tuber Chat, and if you have a small channel, that's the place to go. He can help you out a little bit with uh getting you some subscribers and whatnot, putting your channel out there. And I met Hannah today, but Hannah, my things are I love poetry and I love music. And I love just hanging out with people, having a conversation, laughing. Um, yeah, I'm a pretty simple person. It's nothing dramatic or exciting or nothing like that over here. Okay, what did Alice say? I could be better. Friday was my daughter. Aw. Oh, I'm so sorry. We released balloons at her grave. Plus, I got some of my results back. Oh. Well, Olive, I'll add you to my prayer list. Yeah, I'll add you to my prayer list. Speaking of prayers, I don't know, if you've come to my lives, Kimberly, is in the hospital right now, and she's a very good friend of mine. So if you pray, please pray for her. She could use all the prayers she could get. It seems like, well, for me, it seems like, every time I turn around, someone's, getting bad news, having to have surgery, um, being diagnosed with something different. Um, and all you can do is be there for them and pray for them. Um, that's pretty much, you know, coming from someone who has her own health issues. That's all I could ask for is for support and for prayers. I will pray for you, Olive. It'll be all right. But yeah, we've been I live in Ohio and we've been it's been so nice this week. It's been the 70s, chilly at night, but in the 70s during the day. And then next week we're supposed to be going into the 60s. But I love hoodies, so I can't wait to wear my hoodies. Oh, no problem, honey. No problem. SDA, hey, sweetheart. It's so good to see you over here. How have you been? I hope you're doing okay. I like seeing you guys. I get to see you guys in other chats, but it's just a little something extra when I get to see you guys on my channel. So thank you for being here or stopping by. Um, like I said, I don't know if hi Maddie. Oh, there's another sweetheart. I love Maddie. And today Maddie shared something on Facebook or not Facebook, on YouTube. And honey, I know where you're at. I don't have that, but I have a lifelong chronic disease and you can only make the best of it. I know. I'm so happy you're here. You're so sweet. I find these really cool quotes, and sometimes I get feedback that they are needed and they're appreciated, and that makes me feel good. But I put post up every day just to try to brighten everybody's day that sees it, and I get to see Maddie and all you guys in the comments, and I love that. I asked, what was it, yesterday? I asked, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow morning with $1 billion? And I got one reply from that, and we were like completely on the same level. I said that I would first help make sure that my family and friends were taken care of, and then I would help as many people as possible. That to me would be like the ultimate dream job, is to be able to help others. So, like, what would your answer be? If you got $1 billion tomorrow, what would you do? It's a good thing. It's something to think about, really. Because it's nice to have nice things, but really, do you need all those things? You can't take it with you when you die, you know? So, oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, sometimes I find these really cool, like, questions, and I like to see what people's replies are. Help family take care of a lot of animals. Well, bless you, that is something that does need a lot of help. I would help animals too, especially like, shelters and all that kind of stuff. You would go hiding. Tell no one. That's funny. Yeah, you wouldn't want a whole lot of people knowing that. You know what I mean? People would come out of the woodwork. Hey, you remember me back in sixth grade? Yeah. Help your family, me and my friends, and then take care of SP. Oh, I've heard of them. And then our wildlife. Awesome. I would like to help organizations like St. Jude, um, cancer research, homeless, feeding people, making sure they have what they need. Animals, definitely. I don't know. I would do as much as I possibly could with all that money. 'Cause really, I don't need it. As long as I have a roof over my head, food in my belly, you know, things that I need to take care of myself, a car, you know what I mean? I really don't need a whole lot. That's cool. I like that answer. Oh, is that right? Lucky? Cool. All right. Sorry about that. He likes to come in with all different kinds of accounts. All of you know who that was. So, how have you guys been? Are you looking forward to fall? Oh, Mama T, hello. Hello, sweetheart.
Well, hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little low, but I can hear you good.
Okay, good. Because a lot of people are having trouble hearing me on my streams because I had to go sit. I had to sit in one specific position my whole live earlier.
Oh no, that had to be. I'm so uncomfortable.
It was okay, I guess. So how are you doing? You all right over here?
Yeah, I haven't been on all week, and I thought I would come on and see how everybody was doing, just to hang out and talk about whatever. I asked a question. I don't know if you heard it, but what would you do, Mama T, if you woke up tomorrow with $1 billion?
With $1 billion?
Yeah, 1 billion.
Good Lord, have mercy. I don't know. I'd never have to work again. That's for sure.
That's right. Yep. Go
I
anywhere,
would
live
buy.
anywhere.
Huh?
I said you could go anywhere, live anywhere you wanted to.
Yep. I go buy a house.
Yeah. I did ask Rabbit to be my mommy at Kim because of it went to Phil. Normie chat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Subhuman. So, what are you up to this evening? Got any plans?
No, I just came to see what you were doing.
Well, I appreciate
Seeing the
that. I really do. I sometimes,
StreamYard pinned to the top, so I came in here.
yeah, I always keep my StreamYard pinned because I think it helps if you have someone to talk to and you're not up here all by yourselves. I get nervous. Even it'll be a year in November since I've had my channel and I still get nervous. Like it's crazy. So
Well,
yeah,
that's because you don't get on.
I
You
don't
don't
do
get
it
on a
every
lot.
day. Yeah, you're right. I don't have
I get
anything
on.
to do every day. I leave the drama up to you and all those guys.
Well, to be honest, I hate the flipping drama, but somebody's got to report on these people that are putting out false information on people and shit. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to do it.
I know. I know. And I watch it day in and day out and I feel bad for um people like you and others that try to call, these people out for what they're doing and they get the worst of it. You know what I mean?
Have you noticed that I don't get upset anymore? I just laugh at them. I think
You
it's
do.
hilarious.
I have noticed that. Like you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And that's the type of attitude to have, Mama T, really. Don't let these
I'm just like, oh,
people upset you.
are you are you mad now? Are you mad? Are you triggered? I'm so sorry that I triggered you. Yeah. I think it's hilarious. It's called giving
Right?
them a taste of and
Oh yeah, it doesn't bother me no more. They've said and done everything they could possibly do, I think. And it did bother me, at the beginning, but now I could care less. I really, okay, sure, if that makes you happy, whatever. That's sad that it makes you happy, but it ain't gonna bother me no more.
Right. Have you heard from Kim?
She's in the hospital right now.
I do know that. I just didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to
Yeah.
her yesterday, and I was asking everybody in the chat to say a prayer for her.
Well, we also need a prayers for our country girl.
Yes, Country
We
Girl
also need
needs a lot of prayers.
and
Definitely.
and Brandy T also.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure to add
So
her too.
yeah,
I, I
she she messaged me last night, and I was so consumed about Country Girl, I just forgot to mention it. So
oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. So I mean, if you know, you know. So
I don't know, but I will definitely add her to my list. I mean, that's one thing
okay,
we can
good.
do for others is pray for them, and be there.
Yes.
Hey, Brad, how
Yes.
are you? Yeah, I was telling the chat earlier that for me at least, every time I turn around, someone's in the hospital, someone's sick, someone's getting surgery, it's like, what is going on? It's just so
Yeah.
sad. Well, that's good, Brad. I'm glad you're okay.
So you have a 43 after your name, Kim.
I do because I
I just,
am 43. uh,
I'm like,
I
she
always thought
wouldn't
that
put
was kind of
43.
crazy. You have one too, but I was like, I didn't think of that when I made the Cash App name. I just thought, oh, okay, I'll put my age in there, 43.
That's funny. I like it though. That's cool.
Thanks.
Cool.
What's going
All
on,
right.
Brad? We are just hanging out. If you want to come up and talk, we can talk. I just wanted to come up here and see how you guys were doing. Chill. There's too much chaos in the YouTube streets, and I like to be a place that you can just kick back and have fun, chat,
Right.
whatever.
Right. All right, girl. I'm gonna jump down, but I just want to come up and say hi, and
Well,
we
I
love you.
appreciate it, Mama T. Thank you.
I'll talk to you later. Bye,
Talk to you
guys.
later, honey. Well, that was nice to talk to her. Yeah, Brad, I was just wanting to have a chat live, a hangout live. Um, I haven't been on all week and thought I would it'd be nice to hang out with you guys. So that's pretty much what's going on. Nothing too exciting, important, but let's see. Oh, okay. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are ya?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Same here. I'm alright. Just hanging in there.
Yeah, it's just been one of those days today.
It's been one of those weeks for me.
Yeah, pretty much. My phone got turned off for a minute,
Oh no.
and then I got the money, got it back on yesterday, and just been chaotic.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Cushy. Hi, sweetheart.
It's all good because I got it back on, so.
Well, that's good. Yeah, very good. No, I was saying earlier, like this week, it's been weird. Like, you ever have days where you can't put your finger on it? It's just a weird day. Like you feel off.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know what it is, but that's the way it's been for me this week. It's like I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. It's like,
Yeah, join the club. We got t-shirts, crazy outfits, and sweatpants.
Oh, okay. Oh. So how's the weather up there?
Uh, Not too bad, actually. It's been in the 70s today,
That's the way it's been up here.
but
It's
wet.
nice. It's kind of like a summer fall mix.
Yeah, but very wet.
Oh, you getting a lot of rain?
Well, let me see. It rained yesterday afternoon. It rained Friday evening, and it's been raining off and on all day today.
Oh, man. We've
So,
had a few days of rain, but nothing like that.
what would you call it?
Pretty much the same. I, I'm sorry, SDA. If I see her, I'll ask her. I think she's not here no more. Night Owl, hey sweetheart. Good to see
Hey, what's
you.
up, Al?
Yeah, I don't like rain anymore, or at least my body doesn't. I know we need it, but it's like,
My body's not big on it either.
no, you can feel it coming, and ugh,
Well,
it's no good.
when you've got a metal plate in your chest and metal in other parts of your body, and you used your body like an amusement park ride,
Uh-huh.
yeah, rain is no longer a friend. It has become an enemy.
I couldn't imagine all that in the winter time. What is it like in the winter time?
Painful.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot in the winter, mainly because I hurt too damn much, so I'm just gonna not do much.
Yeah, I hear ya. I've been hurting too, Night Owl. I'm sorry yeah, this rain sucks. I'm sorry you're hurt, baby.
Yeah, the rain sucks no matter whether you.
Whether it's summer or winter, fall, spring, it don't matter.
Yeah, no matter what the temperature says it is, rain sucks.
Rain sucks, yes. The
There used to
people
be a
walking out
song.
more
There used to
freedom.
be a
That's
song. What
right,
was it called?
SBA.
Oh yeah, Love Sucks.
What?
I forget who sang it. There was a song in the '80s called "Love Sucks." Love stinks. That's it.
I was gonna say Love Stinks. I remember that song on what movie was that? Was
Adam
it Adam
Sandler's The
Sandler
Wedding
movie?
Singer.
Yeah, that's it. Wedding Singer.
Um, Several other movies. It's actually a pretty popular song for movies.
Oh, okay. I
But
don't.
instead of saying it stinks, which love doesn't stink, it's the beginning part of love is awesome with all the chemical, emotional stuff going on. It's awesome, but instead of love stinking, no, the weather stinks.
Yeah, the weather does stink
The cold,
for
the
sure.
rain. As you get older, it sucks more.
Yeah, any type of moisture, no bueno.
My
Whether it
grandmother,
be humidity, rain, snow, no good.
yeah, my grandmother used to say that getting old was not for weak people or for sissies. I used to say, yeah, right. Now I realize she was trying to impart wisdom and let me know to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. especially with
Yeah,
all that.
there's nothing
Mine's
wrong with
just,
it.
yeah, mine is just, I have fibromyalgia, degenerative arthritis,
Mm.
nerve pain, crap like that.
Well, mine, unfortunately, mine is all self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Nobody told me to join the military. No one told me to jump out of planes for a living.
Oh,
No one
Lord.
told me to, to grab the rear end of cars and lift them up so that they could be changed, so that the tires could
Uh-huh.
be changed. No one told me to play football, to do all this crazy stuff. No one told me that. I just wanted to do
Right.
it, so I did it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wow, Night Owl, that's crazy. If you get old, you're lucky. My best friend only Oh, I'm sorry. That's too young. I was way too young to pass away.
Yeah,
Oh,
you reach a point in life where life starts taking and doesn't give.
yeah, definitely. I feel that.
And unfortunately, I think I found I've reached it.
I think that's why I like the simple things in life, the just the little things because I've dealt with pain since I was 16 and it's not getting any easier. So I'm
No,
happy with just the littlest things in life.
it'll just get more and more painful. Trust me. The
It
first,
does.
the first bad thing I did to my body, what I had done to my body, was I had my left knee bent sideways playing football.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
The following year, I had my right knee have the exact same thing happen to it.
Oh my God. Your poor legs.
And well, no, the poor legs part is the fact that I told the medics, the EMTs, just pump me full of Demerol, Dilaudid, Seconal, Tuinals, and I'll put me back on the field. I'll be fine.
Oh, jeez.
That's the my poor legs part because I could have really done some damage.
Right.
Thankfully, they
Yeah.
realized that my legs were already hurt too much to play football anymore for right then.
I would think so, but
But I was young. I had adrenaline on my side, and was like, doesn't hurt that much. Just pump some painkillers into it, drain the knee a little bit. I'm good to go.
wow.
Now, had that happened in Texas, oh yeah, that's what would have happened. They'd have pumped me up full of Demerols and Seconal and got me back out on the field.
Uh-huh.
But then again, in Texas, football is not just a game. It's not a religion. It's not a way of life. It's more than all of that combined and then some.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that before with Texas.
You ever see the movie Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Where it's the
It's been a while, but I remember seeing it.
it's a small high school team in Odessa, Texas.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much really what it's like to play football in Texas.
Wow.
If you're good at it, you can pretty much get away with anything, and even the cops will let you go.
Wow. That's something. Let's see. SDA says my great aunt lived till She was 90. Wow, 96. That's a good life.
That's
My
well,
grandfather's sister, she has been gone for 12 years. Her birthday's coming up next week. Oh, next 13 years in January. Yeah, my mom, um, it'll be 3 years since my mom's passed away on December 3rd.
oh, sorry to
That
hear.
was my best friend in life. She died alone because her boyfriend was his day. She's calling him. Aw, that's
No one,
sad.
no one should die alone. I thought I was going to die
No,
alone a
I
few times.
really don't think that's right for anyone to die alone. Family or not, someone should be there to hold their hand.
Even if it's just a friend to say, hey, it ain't. Don't worry, it's not going to be that bad. I mean,
Yeah, well, as it's natural, I think as humans to be afraid of the unknown. If we don't, we're either afraid of it or confused by it.
well, I guess I'm not normal then because I'm neither.
Well, you've had experiences that's why you're the way you are today, right?
I've died
I know. That's what I'm saying. You've
multiple
experienced
times
it.
and I'm still
You know
here.
what to
So,
expect.
yeah, I guess when it comes my time, like I tell everybody, I'm going to welcome death like an old friend.
Oh, I can't wait in a way. I mean, I can wait, but in a way I can't. I can't wait to go home.
Yeah, because it's the end of suffering and pain on the earth. For you, anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I thought I'd get up here. I missed you guys. I've seen some of you guys in and out of chats but like I said earlier, it's just something extra special when it's my channel and I can talk with you guys.
Oh, yeah. I made I put a new video up after looking into something.
Oh
I
yeah?
made it. I made a new video, put it on my channel yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
And the guy that it's about, I'll give him credit. He's got stones, and I mean big ones.
Oh, okay.
Because somehow he got my number and called me.
Wow. I bet that was interesting,
No,
to
because
say the least.
he did it at probably like 3 in the morning.
Oh my God, who does that? Yeah, he definitely has some
And
sense to do something like that.
a pedophile. A pedophile.
Oh, jeez.
'Cause that's what he is. That's what the video is about. Is him being a
Oh, okay.
pedophile, and he actually had the stones to call me and leave a voicemail saying that he was proud to be basically he was proud to be a child molester, and he was going to touch little girls, and there was nothing I was going to do about it
Wow.
because he takes that because he's a swordsman, which is someone who believes in Thor. That
Oh,
there's,
jeez.
that there's nothing I would do about it. Thing is I used to be a swordsman.
Oh, okay.
So I know the rules and regs and what he's got to follow. And touching little girls is not something that's looked good upon. It's
Oh,
something that can keep him from going to Valhalla, which is their version of heaven.
yeah.
And I'm the crazy person who will send him to meet Odin personally.
Now, is he someone you is local in your area,
Yeah,
or how
yeah,
did
he's
you find out
local.
about him?
He's local in my area. One of my fans, believe it or not, one of my fans shot me one of my fans slash subscribers, whatever you want to call them on YouTube, sent me a message on Messenger and let me
Okay.
know about it. So I asked, what's the guy's name? What's he look like? Standard questions.
Yeah.
And then I researched it and I went looking for him.
Uh-huh.
And I talked with a bunch of people in my town, all of them saying the exact same thing.
Wow.
So if there was one or two, okay, maybe. But I'm talking
Right.
like 20, 30 people in my town, in the same town, saying the exact same thing.
Is he registered or
Nope,
no?
the cops won't touch him.
Oh my goodness.
Why? I don't know. I don't care to know. All I know is I made the video,
Uh-huh.
and it's my version of giving the cops a chance to do their job.
Right.
And if they don't, I'm going to do what I call an SOS, which is,
Okay.
it stands for Smash on Sight.
Okay.
Meaning when I see him, I'm going to hurt him.
Well,
There is no, well, maybe he'll get away. No, I will see him. He will go to the hospital if I feel nice, or worse if I don't.
right.
Because there's
Oh,
just,
Night Owl wants to know what you cooking.
I'm actually just going to make a quick dinner. It's beef hot dogs, and I'm going to wrap some store brand biscuits around them.
Oh,
A little version
nice.
of pink in a blanket.
Well, when my kids were little, I would get hot dogs, cut them in half, put cheese in there, and then wrap them with those crescent dogs, or the not. That's what I
Yeah,
call them, crescent
the
dogs,
croissant
but the crescent rolls.
roll. Yeah, the croissant
Yeah,
roll.
it's a simple, quick meal, and the kids loved it.
Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Only I'm using 100% beef hot dogs.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Let me see if I can get it where you can see it. There you go.
Oh, those look good. Yeah, I like the beef hot dogs.
But yeah, they're not small either. I mean,
No, they
they're
don't
pretty
look
big.
small either. You're gonna you're gonna have to get a lot of biscuits to wrap around them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you made chicken and rice? Oh, that sounds so good.
Ooh,
With oxtail seasoning. What's
last
oxtail
night I
seasoning?
made pizza
Oh, yeah, I like
with
pizza.
mozzarella, pizza sauce, and
Mm,
pulled pork.
definitely.
Instead of having pepperoni or something, I use pulled pork.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
I
it came
like
out
that.
good. It came
That
out good. The
sounds awesome.
only thing I wish I had was
Uh,
barbecue sauce for it.
oh, yeah. I used to make barbecue pizza all the time. Kids love that. And what I
Well,
would do is get like mozzarella cheese sticks, and then I would wrap the crust in, wrap the cheese stick with the crust. So it'd be like cheese filled crust. Oh yeah, I made some mean pizzas in my time. Oxtail
oh yeah.
seasoning goes with oxtail. Well,
Well,
what?
I
I
love
don't
cooking and
understand.
I love to make different foods and see, well, gee, let's take this one and this one, combine it, and see how it comes out.
Yeah, we do that sometimes too. I don't know what. Do you know what oxtail is? What is oxtail?
Oxtail? Oh, that's
Yeah.
good eating.
What is it? I've never heard
It,
of it.
it's actually just what it sounds like. It's the tail of an ox.
Oh, okay. Well, where
Then
do you get that at?
any Jamaican store, Jamaican restaurant.
Oh, she says it takes 3 to 4 hours to make oxtail.
Oh yeah, but it's really good.
What? No, it's a bull. Oh, it's a bull.
Well, that's actually another name for a bull.
Yeah. You had steak and oh, I had that the other night out. Oh, that's like one of my favorite meals. Steak, baked potatoes, and a vegetable.
Yeah, I'm more of a meat and potatoes kind of a guy, but
Me
some
too, but
vegetables
like I'm
I
trying to get some vegetables in me because I'm getting older. I was
like.
raised meat and potatoes. Like my dad was a hunter, so we had plenty of deer in the winter time, turkey in the spring and the fall. I just wouldn't eat fish. I couldn't eat fish. No, I couldn't do it.
I like fish with the exception of salmon.
You don't like salmon? That's the one thing I do like. I like salmon and I like tuna.
No,
That's
I
it.
like tuna and I like all the other fish. I just don't like the way salmon feels and tastes in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe I've just never had it cooked 100% the right way, but I'm not big
Yeah.
on it.
Well, my daughter, she introduced me to sushi about almost 2 years ago.
Now, sushi
And
I like, but it's not all made with salmon.
right, no, I like the crab sushi. Like it's called the sunshine roll, and that's got like the white crab with the
Kanyasa tengo davai. Sunshine the Swiss fish roll.
what you
In
said.
Japanese.
Hi, Olive.
Hey, doll, how are you?
speaking
I'm
a
hanging
couple,
in there, sweetie.
speaking a few different languages can come in handy sometimes.
Yeah, I guess it would. I never I wanted to, but I didn't want to. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Well, you,
I think it would be neat to know a different language, but
if you've got an ear for language, it's crazy easy how quick you can pick it up.
oh well, I probably don't then.
Well, let me ask you this:
What?
can you say domo?
Domo?
Now say arigato.
Arigato?
Arigato.
Arigato.
Just say domo arigato.
Domo arigato.
You have an ear for languages, and you just said thank you in Japanese.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Thank you,
Night
where
Owl
I
said,
live,
oh,
is
what's the,
Knuckle.
say that again, sweetheart?
Where I live, thank you is Knuckle.
Knuckle.
Yep, you said it.
And
Yep,
what language is that, honey?
Inuit.
yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where I live, we hunt and we trap and we fish all year round. Like we eat like caribou, moose,
Oh, nice.
ptarmigan,
I'm
seal.
jealous. I'm jealous. We don't have like where I live. It's white-tailed deer, turkey,
Bear,
um, squirrel,
But we
a
have squirrels here.
rabbit,
Yep. We have rabbits here.
turtle.
Yeah, we
I,
don't have turtles.
I wouldn't eat a
well,
turtle unless it
melatonin could
was
eat
life
anyway.
and death. No, thank you.
Oh, turtle good eating. If you make it good, if you know how to make soup out of it, turtle good eating.
Yeah, but
What
it's
does
got
it
to be
taste
that
like?
texture. It's got to be really chewy, isn't it? Like
No,
super chewy.
no, no,
It's
no,
not?
no, 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 no. It is some of the
No,
most
no, no.
succulent.
Okay.
It is some of the most succulent meat I've ever eaten next to alligator.
Now, I've had alligator before. That wasn't bad. I don't think I could eat it all the time, but it wasn't bad.
And what does it taste like? Like, can you compare it to something else?
Um, it's like a mixture of chicken and fish.
Oh, okay.
I would have went with it's like a little bit of chicken, fish, and I would have thrown in some raccoon, but yeah.
Well, I've never had raccoons, so I can't compare that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Squirrel meat.
Now
Squirrel meat tastes similar to raccoon.
we also here we also eat like a black bear, porcupine, all that, right?
I'll eat all
Nice.
that too.
I'm like trying to picture where you live, and it's got to be beautiful to have all those things in it.
Oh, it's really nice. We and our fish like we get char, we get salmon, we get cod, we get trout, we get it all.
Nice.
We get a bunch of whitefish.
See, Night Owl says we have a fancy supermarket that has a lot of pre-made food, and they have this honey citrus grilled salmon.
Mmm.
That sounds amazing, Night Owl.
I don't know.
I
I'd have to
wow,
do that, but I wouldn't try it in order for me to try it.
right? SDA says I'm a city girl, but I need to know what I'm eating. I don't eat deer.
I'd love to try deer.
Oh, deer is amazing. There's so many
Deer
ways
is
you can cook it. I grew up on deer.
Deer is awesome, especially if you barbecue it or you bake it or you take the heart of the deer and you
Oh,
stick
I've
it in
had
the
the
crock
heart.
pot.
That was tradition. Like, cause when I grew up on 66 acres of land, and with my dad and his friends, the first deer that you kill, you have to eat their heart.
The way my
Oh,
grandmother
we
did
do
it,
the same thing here.
my
It's
grandmother
not.
was full-blooded Cherokee, and the way she taught me was when you kill a deer, you always immediately take a bite of the heart. It's a
Yeah,
way of saying thank you to the animal for giving its life and
hmm
getting some of its strength and speed and everything.
Yep.
yeah. I shot when I shot my first deer. I cooked up the heart, and it's not really good. It kind of tastes like liver. I don't know. Ugh.
Oh, my when where we are, I got caribou and I got moose, and you cook the heart in the oven and you just let it bake. Oh, it's my favorite.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's good eating
What
right
do you
there.
cook with
Caribou
it?
meat, good.
We just a lot of the times when we do it in the oven, we just treat it like a roast, and we'll boil some veggies that we've gotten out of the garden or
Oh,
wherever, and
nice. I'd be up
we just
for
have it.
it. Hey, Stacy May. Hey, sweetheart. Good to see you over here.
Yeah, it's all about the seasonings and how it's prepared as to how it's going to taste.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I was born in the city, and then I moved into the country when I was about 7. And after a couple of years of adjusting to, there being bugs and living in the middle of the woods and not seeing anybody around you, I loved it. It was the best thing. If I could go back, I would do it all over again.
Me too. Me too. And I still live where I've never moved. Where I'm to is where I was born. I grew up, and I've taught my
Oh,
own
that's
kids.
amazing. Not too many people can say that.
I've taught my own kids. My 19-year-old at 12 years old, I could put her in the woods and she could survive on her own.
Yep. That's how I taught my kids too.
So it's just the way of living here. Like we are automatically brought into, like, I knew at 5 years old how to start the fire,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Like
Well,
it's just
awesome.
something that's natural to us, right?
I
Yeah.
learned young how to start fire, how to make fires, and how to do other things. Not good other things, but other things.
Oh
I
my
might be
goodness.
there with you on that one. My daddy might have taught me some things I shouldn't have known.
I learned them on my own. I grew up for the first 6 years of my life in an orphanage.
Oh, I'm
Oh, I'm sorry to
sorry.
hear that. That's not
So,
good.
so it taught me a lot of self-reliance, and it taught me to take no shit from nobody. And
hmm
I
Okay,
realized
Stacy, I'll see you over there tonight.
I realized at a young age I could take
Bye.
a hit and give a hit. So
It's like my daddy taught me. Whatever you go through, no matter how good or bad it is, it's going to teach you lessons that eventually you would have to learn a different way. But it's it teaches you lessons and it makes you wiser. Even though it was bad, it still taught you something.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
not
agree with
going to
that.
survive.
Oops.
No matter
And
what, I can survive.
my dad would always say, "What don't kill you is only going to make you stronger."
Well, if that's the case, I should be about 7'7", have 57-inch arms, and be jacked beyond anything you've ever seen.
Okay, well that's the way I'm going to look at you from now on. Then
Because I, well, been through a lot. When I was 8, my stepfather hit me with a lead pipe, knocked me across the house,
oh,
split my chin open, gave me 8 stitches, and
oh
I
my
got
God,
up and threatened to kill him.
I would say.
I didn't cry, I didn't yell, I didn't scream. I just looked at him matter of factly and said that if he tried it again, I'd kill him.
Wow.
I'm sorry you went
And
through that.
he thought I was joking, and some of his army buddies looked at him and said, You might want to take this kid seriously because you just knocked him across the house, and all he's doing is looking at you and
Right?
saying what he will do next time.
You're so right there. Yep.
Oh,
Can I say,
SDA,
by the
I do that
way?
all the time, sweetheart.
Can I, can I just say, by the way, I love your tattoos.
Oh, thank you.
I was
Every
trying to
one of my
figure out that one on the left.
Yeah,
I was
uh,
trying to figure out what that was.
which one? This one right here?
Yeah, that kind of looks like
yeah,
from Supernatural. You ever see
It is.
Supernatural?
It
Is it
is.
really? You got a
Yep.
Supernatural one? Oh, that's too
Yeah.
cool.
See him.
That
He's
is like
right.
my favorite all-time TV show. I love
Yep. It's the
Supernatural.
anti-possession tattoo.
Right. What's the other one?
The other one on my chest is a watermelon, heart, and another heart. Those are the only ones on my chest.
Oh, okay.
I've got a bunch on each arm. I've got one on my. Actually, I got 3 on my back. That's part of a bigger tat. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on my right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my left.
Wow.
wow, you
I
got
only
me.
have one tattoo. I'm too chicken. That first tattoo, I was like, yep, I'm never doing that again.
Well, see, tattoos are either like potato chips, you can't get just one,
You,
or
yep.
like,
I
well,
know a
I
lot
got
of
a
people
small one,
like
I'm glad
that.
I tried it.
Yeah, I
In
know a
my
I've
lot of
only
case,
got
people
I
like
can't
six.
get just one, I gotta get a bunch of them.
Would you say, Olive?
I said I only got six.
You only got 6?
Yeah, I want more.
Oh, jeez.
I
I
go to
thought
sleep
about
when I get
getting.
one.
I've got 7 on each arm, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 on each arm.
See, Night
Wow.
Owl agrees with me. It does hurt.
I fall
Yeah.
asleep on mine. My tattooer, when he's doing my tattoos, I fall asleep and he wakes me up. He's like, "You're twitching. You got to stay awake."
That's what
Oh,
happens with my artist. She'll blast the music that I want, and she'll have to talk to me. Otherwise, I'll just fall asleep because of it.
right.
See?
I don't understand that. I guess I have a very low tolerance to pain.
Well,
It wasn't
depending
too
on
bad until they started coloring it in. Once they started coloring in, oh my god, I thought I was gonna come out of that chair.
depending on where you get the tat, it doesn't really hurt. I mean, I've got tattoos on my fingers, and they didn't hurt a bit.
Really? You would
Yep.
think that would hurt because it's like right there on the bones,
You
unless you
know,
got big sausages as fingers.
that's what most people say is that the finger tattoos hurt the most.
Uh huh.
But I did them first with just a sewing needle and pinning.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
So by the time I had them done with the gun, it was like, okay, no big deal.
SDA says she's got 2 Marilyn Monroe signature, one on each side, one upper shoulder. Oh, okay.
That's
I
cool.
had
Cool.
one on my the back of my neck, the very back of my neck, on like right on your spine. I had one there. Now that one hurt, and
Oh.
the only other one that really hurt was I have my daughter that passed away. I have a picture of her with angel wings that says "Mommy's Boo Boo" and the
Oh.
date she was born and the date that she passed away on my boob. And certain areas of my boob, I'm gonna say it hurt.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
bet.
chest will, but I've got one more on
Mine
my
was on
shoulder
my
that I
spine
forgot,
too.
and then the ones on my back were on my spine. I don't know if you could see them.
I can't really.
Here, hang on, let me see if you can see them. I mean, they're lighter, so they're some of my older tattoos, so they've gotten lightened up a bit.
They faded a
So
little bit. Yeah.
yeah, so it might be hard to see them, but this one right here on my shoulder, the eagle, I gotta get
Uh-huh.
finished.
Oh, that's nice.
I gotta get finished.
Cool.
It's ripping out. It's gonna be ripping out of my skin with a little bit of blood dropping on it.
Oh,
That's really
man.
nice.
I just gotta get it finished.
Mine's a little black cat sitting on a crescent moon. And
Oh
no one told me that where I got it was considered a tramp stamp.
Oh
Because
no.
in
no!
my mind, I was thinking, I want to, if I'm getting a tattoo, I want it to be somewhere where no one's going to see it unless I want them to see it.
Right.
Discreet but nice.
Ugh. Night Owl says, Brad, do you have a tramp stamp?
Not yet,
Not yet.
but
Oh my goodness.
my entire back's gonna be tattooed. So
Oh, I can't
Oh
wait to see
man.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
you'll
big
have to
lover.
post them.
my
Oh, sorry.
entire back and my entire chest are gonna be both tattooed.
I'm a
Oh.
big lover of tattoos. I love tattoos. I have one on my breast. I have uh 4 on my back and 1 on my leg.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that ain't bad.
Yeah, Night
But yeah,
Owl. No
my
one
daughter.
told me it was considered a tramp stamp, or I wouldn't have got it there. That was painful. That was right, like there on the very end of your spine.
Oh yeah,
That
the
hurt.
Yep,
the
that's a painful place. Yep.
the one tattoo that I've gotten that hurt the most was, let's just say, in the nether regions on the front.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
I can understand that. Yep.
And I've had that tattooed 3 different times.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
God. Hey, Yuri. Hey, sweetheart.
I'm
It's good
really
to see
excited.
ya.
I'm really excited because my daughter's fiance, he's just recently got into tattooing, and I looked at him. I was like, I'll certainly be your guinea pig.
That, that's why I get mine for free. I'm my artist's apprentice guinea pig.
There you go.
Nice.
So
We have a tattoo shop up here, and they had a what they call what is a apprentice,
Yep.
and she
yep,
wasn't allowed to make money for a certain amount of time. So people were going in there and just whatever they donated, but pretty much got a free tattoo.
yeah,
Oh wow. They don't do that here. Here we have
No?
professionals that come in from outside, from like Toronto, I think it is, and it's a company out there, and they send in once a month. They'll send in a couple of their guys to come in and do a bunch of tattoos for a week, and then they go back again.
Oh.
well, that's cool.
Yeah, we originally had a guy here. Actually, I was related to him. He had. That's how I got like 3 of my tattoos for free. But he used to own a business here, but he had gotten another job, so as a running the penitentiary somewhere else. So he had to move, and then we ended up with nobody for a while.
SDA says Toronto, Ontario. Is that where it's at?
That's where they would fly the couple of guys and a girl in for tattoos. I'm not in Ontario.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm in a like a smaller community in Newfoundland.
Oh, nice.
Wow. That's
I
a
always
nice
wanted to
area.
go to Canada.
I've done some
I think
hunting
their
up in
forests
that
are
area.
You've done hunting in Newfoundland, really?
Up in that area, yes, ma'am.
Oh wow! Yay! It's a
And
beautiful place, eh?
it's beautiful, but the one place that tops it in my book is Kodiak Island.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I would say yeah.
I went to Kodiak Island on a bear hunt, and I used traditional weapons, just bow and spear.
Oh wow, that
wow.
must have been amazing.
And I brought down a Kodiak bear with just bow and spear.
Wow. I used to have a dog team. I used to do tours here for people, and I'd take them on dog team rides in the winter. We had 18 Labrador Huskies. They're called Labrador Huskies, but they aren't part Labrador Retriever. They're called Labrador Huskies because they're from Labrador,
Yeah.
and they're a type of
Oh,
husky that was mixed with wolves.
Yep.
oh, okay.
They're big dogs and they're fast but intelligent as you wouldn't believe.
Oh, they know if the ice is too thin, they will not bring you on it. If there's water on top of the ice, they will jump over it. They don't run through it. Like they're very, very intelligent. And we've had them here. Actually, people get lost in a storm, and the person themselves don't know where they're to, but their dogs will lead them home.
Yep. Yep.
You're correct, SDA. Toronto, Ohio. That is pretty much on the very corner of Ohio, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm originally from Temple, Texas. But
Yeah.
thanks to Uncle Sam and well me having what I've always referred to as a
I'll be right back,
wandering
guys.
soul,
I got a
I've
call coming
traveled.
through. I'll be right back.
Okay, honey.
Yeah, I've traveled all over the world a couple of times.
That's cool. See, I've never been on a plane, so I'm pretty limited to where I've been.
Well,
I did travel to South Dakota. It was a 19-hour drive.
what's funny is I have traveled, I have flown, and I've never done it commercially.
Oh, really?
Never flown on a commercial aircraft.
So
It's
you were
always
like in a
been,
two-seater, like
it's
a.
always, no, it's always been military aircraft.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Either privately owned military aircraft when I was a mercenary or military aircraft that Uncle Sam still owned and I was flying that way.
Oh, okay, yeah. My
I've
uncle
never
was in the Air Force.
I've never traveled commercially. Although if I wanted to, I could. But why fly commercially when if you know the right people in the military and you've got the right ability, you can fly for free.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a no-brainer.
I've got Congressional Medal of Honor, which would allow me to fly for free. For free, I've got multiple of those, and I've
Uh-huh.
got 3 Purple Hearts with a cluster each that allows me to fly anywhere for free.
Oh, nice.
And when I write the president, he actually reads my letters, my emails, and will take my phone call.
I would want to write our president right now.
Not that I would write the pretender that's in there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
SDA says that she's been to Italy in 92 and Germany. Wow, that has to be amazing.
I've been in
Carrie!
In '92,
Hi, sweetie.
I went to. Actually, it was the first time I went in. I went to. In '92, I was sent. Well, the first country I went to that wasn't the U.S. was Iraq.
Iraq.
For the latter part of the first Gulf War.
Oh, okay.
But first country I went to on leave was actually Madagascar.
Ooh, how was that?
Oh, that's wow! Is all I can say.
Yeah, I've always thought that would be interesting to be there and see that.
And the second country I went to was Germany. The third country was England, then Scotland, Ireland twice,
Oh, I would love to go to Ireland.
Sweden, Norway, Finland, Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Russia, Japan, China, South Korea, Vietnam, Australia,
Dang,
Colombia.
where haven't you
Vene-
been? That's the question.
That's pretty much about it. There's a few Philippine islands I haven't been to, but it was mainly because during the summer, if my daughter had acted right the rest of the year when she was alive, if she'd acted right, she got to pick what country we went to for vacation.
Oh, nice.
So her and her mom would commercially fly there, and then I'd hop a military transport and drive to meet them.
Oh. See, SDA says you can drive to Germany. In the small town I was in, it took 5 hours. And then Night Owl says, I've been to Florida, Vegas, Georgia, 3 cruises to the Caribbean. I went to Bahamas, Jamaica, Grand Canyon. I think that's what that
Grand
meant. US.
Cayman,
Dang, Night Owl. You've been
Grand
a little
Cayman
bit
Islands.
everywhere too.
Me and Night
Sheesh.
Owl been in some of the same places as far as that goes. I've been to the Grand Caymans, Bahamas, Bermuda, St. Croix.
Wow. I am so jealous of you guys.
And
In Italy,
you've been around Newfoundland, so you know what? I'm gonna say you're a world traveler.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I would
I've
say that
traveled the
too,
world a
Olive.
few times. And the funny part is I don't speak the languages as fluently as I used to, but I parle du français, spaghetti Deutsch, no parle ruski. I speak French, German, Russian, Chinese, Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, Thailand, Arabic, Cherokee, Spanish, and a bunch of others.
Wow.
wow.
Can I just say that maybe you're too smart for me?
Brad is
Well,
very smart. He is
I've
very
always had
smart.
an ear for languages. When I was a kid, I grew up around some Lithuanians that were first generation Lithuanians, and all they spoke at home was Lithuanian.
Wow.
Mm.
So I picked it up real quick.
If you're around it, I find it's a lot easier to pick up on even just being able to speak a little bit in it. For me anyway, if I'm around it, I can pick it up because like where I live, we have what's called the Métis, and we have Inuit, and we have Innu, and then we have what we call white man, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm Inuit, but because I dated an Innu guy, I picked up on his language pretty quick because I was around it. Now, if I was to sit down and try to read it and then learn it, I would never be able to.
Well, see,
Right.
that's the thing is I can still read all those languages,
Wow.
and we have a Chinese restaurant here in Cobleskill, New York, where I live. And whenever I go in there, I don't speak English to them. I order it. I listen to how they're speaking, and then I'll order in either Chinese or Mandarin.
Wow.
I bet they appreciate that. Night Owl says, "Wow, Brad. Brad is like the United Nations."
When I get mad
Cool.
and I start going off, yeah, that sounds like the UN. Of course, well, it's
I think
Brad
Russia
intelligent.
is like the angriest language. Like the sound of their language, it just sounds like they're mad all the time.
No,
Yeah.
the angriest language, believe it or not, is Aztec.
Oh,
English is one of the hardest languages to learn, apparently, hey?
Yeah,
really?
because of the different
Dialects?
context and the different way that we can speak. Like, if you go to England and you ask somebody for a cigarette,
They look at you like you're crazy.
they'll look at you like, what are you talking about? But if you ask them for a fag,
They know right
Yeah.
away.
they know what it is because it's a cigarette. It's slang for a cigarette in their language. But
Oh,
it's the same difference between speaking Spanish in Spain and speaking Spanish in Mexico.
Right. Yep. It's like where I live, like in Canada, we have Inuit all across Canada and different like communities, like up in the Northwest Territories and stuff. But
You know?
because um they're in a different place and we're in a different place, there's actually two different dictionaries for our languages because it's a different dialect, it's a different swing on the way they say their words, and there's a different swing on the way we say ours, right?
Yeah, it's like speaking Cherokee and you're speaking to someone who is a Sioux.
Right.
They're
Yep. There you go.
kind of going to get it a little bit, but not really.
Right. They're
mm,
going to understand some, but not all.
Right, because it's native and is a common ancestry to it, but the dialects have splintered off from it and become their own thing.
Right.
oh, okay.
Yep.
Night Owl says the angriest language to her sounds like a Vietnamese girl at the nail salon.
Hold on one
Viet-
second.
Vietnamese does sound angry. It can, yes,
Well, we
but
didn't have the chance to take Italian in school. We had Spanish and French. That was it.
really, I
Yeah.
had when I was in sixth grade in Temple, I had the option of taking Spanish, German, or French.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take any of them.
No.
Nope, because I already knew some German because of my mom.
Uh-huh.
And well, I grew up around a lot of black people or Mexicans. So I spoke when I moved to New York. I spoke better Spanish than I did English.
Wow. I don't know. Ohio has a lot more Spanish and Latina,
Latinos, yeah,
Latino people than there was when I was growing up. Now
yeah.
they're,
Well, you know who you could thank for that.
yeah, I know. Let's
The, what
see.
what I like to call the pretender in chief.
Oh, there you go.
I Night Out, I agree with that, and I don't even live there. She says, well, Rhode Island is a very Italian state. We have a lot of Italian Americans here.
Yeah, that you do. And I've known a lot of people who live down in Rhode Island. My ex's family's from Massapequa, and yeah, a lot of Italians. In fact, that's where I learned a lot of my Italian from.
Yeah, well, that's cool they offered Italian.
I know
I
people who grew up down there who thought that anybody over 40 spoke Italian only.
They just have a way of talking that you can. Yep, they're from Rhode Island.
Oh yeah. I've lived in New York City too, so when I get mad, you can tell.
Yeah.
Because instead of talking like this, all of a sudden be, forget about it. What the fuck you think you're doing over here? Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I love that accent.
And you know, you can tell when that accent starts coming out, I'm getting a little upset.
Right.
The best way to know when I'm really mad is when I just look at you and say, okay, fine, fuck it. I won't speak ever again. And then I just shut up.
Yeah. When you go
I go
sign language,
from
you know
I
it's
go from
done.
yelling to calm and then nothing.
Mm-hmm.
When I hit nothing, that usually means, oh shit, I fucked up. Get the fuck away. Let me get away from him before he hurts me, or it's not going to be good.
Oh man. I took see SDA says she hated French class.
Me too. We
I had
had
Why?
Spanish and I hated Spanish.
Why? I mean, French.
I don't know if it was just because I had this little Spanish lady that I hated so much and she hated me so much, but
Well,
I
if
could
you
get the
don't
hang
like
of it.
if you don't like the teacher, it is hard to learn.
Yeah, she was like the meanest teacher I ever had.
But I habla español. I speak Spanish.
Right.
But
Like
I
I
knew
my,
how
know
to say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" I had that down pat. That was pretty much it.
where I live, it's mandatory for all schools that you have to take French. You have to, because we're in
Oh.
a country where we have Montreal, right, and we're
Yeah,
there's a
a
lot of
bilingual
French
country.
speaking people. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. Night Owl says,
but
"I love."
yet it wasn't mandatory for us to learn our own language, which was Inuktitut, Inuit language. That wasn't mandatory, which
That's weird.
just boggles my mind.
Yeah,
but
that doesn't make sense at
that's
all.
something that should be mandatory to know your own language. But if you're going to school, hopefully your parents are speaking it at home, so you should pick up on it anyway.
Right.
It's really dying out now, and where I'm to, I'm more central, up on the what we would call the north or the south coast. Um, the south coast is more of what we would have considered like Métis and white people. Our north coast is what we consider the 99% of them are Inuit. So where I'm to, a lot of it has died out. But up on the north coast, they like their parents still speak it and stuff. But yeah, but central, it's not. It's more English, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's going the way of the like Cherokee. Cherokee now is very, very hard to find anyone who speaks it.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's the way it's becoming here for our Inuit and our Innu that live here. The Innu that live here is mostly only one place on the north coast, and here centrally, and it's only a lot of the older ones that still speak it a lot.
Mm, yeah, I can understand that.
My grandmother spoke it, and when she realized that I was into wanting to know more about that part of my heritage, she would only speak to me in Cherokee.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I was
amazing.
kind of forced to learn it.
Yeah, I would say so.
My grandfather and my grandmother died young, so I didn't get the chance to have them around and be able to teach me that, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for that. Unfortunately, I didn't get to spend as much time with my grandmother as I would have loved to.
Right.
She was the
My
only woman.
grandmother died before I was even born, and then my grandfather died
Ooh,
when I was only 6. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
I was 10 when my grandmother passed away, and I was 18 when my grandpa passed away, and I have one remaining grandma, but she's a step grandma, and she's Filipino, and she's cute as a button. She's so cute. She still has a really thick language,
Mom alive with a friend of mine.
and I just love her so much. She's shorter than me, which is pretty short. She's 4'8", I believe.
Oh wow, that's shorter than even my stepdad's mom. My stepdad's mom was 4'9", 4'10", something like that.
Uh huh. My
So
daughter is 4'10", and I'm 4'11".
wow.
I'm only 5'2", so I can't say much.
Well, my mom is 5'5". I stand right around 5'10", but I should have been taller. But as a kid, I was put on Ritalin,
uh,
Oh,
and one of the side effects is stunted growth.
yep,
right.
I
Because
know all
my
about that.
father, well, my father was 6'8".
Wow.
Both of my mom's brothers had to be given a shot to stop them from growing, and they were 7'2" and 7'1".
Oh wow.
Wow.
So I should
Good
have been a
lord.
very tall individual.
Right. Yeah.
The
Definitely.
Inuit here are very like it's a really known thing that Inuit are very short. I was the tallest of my family at 5'2".
I have a very short family too, and
most
we're like Irish and Scottish.
most natives are of shorter stature.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I mean, even the Scot part of me, he was my natural father was like I said, like 6'8". His brother was six
Wow.
five. His dad was 6'9".
Yeah.
You know, tall. But then again, I'm descended from royalty, and all the royalty back in the day were always taller.
Okay.
Right. Yep. That's true.
So because they ate better.
Yep.
Oh.
I've read up a lot on that, and you're exactly right there.
So I'm actually related through marriage and kids and everything else to Robert, the 17th heir of Bruce, the last king of Scotland.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. That's
well,
cool.
Sir King, how are you?
Yeah, you be
But
sir.
I wouldn't, even if I went back to Scotland and decided to pick up the mantle, and I still wouldn't have people call me sir. I used to work for a living in the military. Calling me sir is like putting tits on a bullhog. It just don't belong.
I know. I hate when the kids in their teens and early 20s call me ma'am, and it's like, wait a minute. I am not that old. Don't call me ma'am.
Well, if a kid does it, I don't mind it because it means that they're being brought up to show respect.
I know. It's just ugh. When someone
But when
calls
an
That's
me,
adult
actually
does it,
something
I'll
that
look at him and say, no,
that is something my father instilled in us, and we now instill in our kids. If they're older than you, then you use the ma'am or the sir. You always treat your elders with respect.
Yep,
yeah.
that's something that my grandmother instilled in me, and my stepfather beat it into me, and my mom helped him. And I mean, quite literally beat it into me.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that.
Pots, pans, cast iron frying pans, mops, brooms, belts, extension cords, electrical cords, fists,
Uh,
feet.
I could tell you some stories too. I understand. Hey,
I've had
Ethan.
my nose alone has been busted by my stepfather 150 times and set 150 times.
Oh,
oh my
wow.
So yeah, I
gosh.
learned at a young age I can take a punch like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
SDA says I'm gonna get a DNA test done. Probably find out I'm not my dad's kid, and just laughing about it.
Yeah.
I don't
One
even know
day,
who the maker is, so.
well, the only reason I know about my family lineage is my mom told me that she was half Cherokee, half German. So I looked a little bit on into that,
Hmm.
but I didn't know my natural father growing up.
Right.
So, but she always said that he was Scottish. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
well, shit, I want to know more about that part of me.
Yeah.
So I went looking and come to find out that my family came over here 2 years before the Mayflower.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
And actually, before that, I traced it all the way back to 1321 when Vikings came over.
oh,
Uh,
that- sorry. Go ahead.
So,
I was just shocked by that.
yeah, there's been a member of my family pretty much living in the what would become the U.S. for a long time.
yeah, like SDA says, you got to get your like DNA tested to see who's all your family. Like do one of those,
My,
ancestry.
Ancestry?
Um,
Yeah.
my little brother did, and it said that he had no Native American blood in him. But then again, too, unless you specifically have them test for that, they can't test for it
No,
oh,
it's not one of
because
the main ones they test for, right?
right because the Native American blood doesn't have the RF factor,
Right.
and they always test for the RF factor. And if you don't have it, well, you're screwed.
I love this comment. Oki says, I did a 23 and me turns out I'm 70% indica, 20% sativa, and 10% fruity pebbles.
Well, as far as that goes, I would be about 80% sativa. No, I could be probably right around 50-50 sativa and indica and a bunch of gummies thrown in for good mix.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes, I
I
agree with
love
that. That's a funny comment.
Because, well, gummies and other edibles, because, well, I've always liked my edibles.
Oh, me too. I mean, ever
They
since
knocked
I
me
was
on my butt.
introduced to edibles, it was like a whole new world. Like I didn't want to turn back from, you know what I mean?
Really? I found they knocked me on my butt and I didn't really want to do anything.
It,
Oh, really?
it depends on how
It
potent they're made.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've had up to 200 milligrams. Now you just want to take little nibbles off of that. You know what I mean?
I
Until
don't know. I don't know milligrams. I usually, when I make my own edibles, I figure it out by handfuls.
Right. Right. Yep.
What
I,
do
I
you?
have a lot of friends that make their own, and that's what they do. They're like, it's just like being a baker. You just judge it yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
Last,
You,
last time I made edibles, I made cornbread, and I
ooh,
put about 3 ounces into it.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
And yeah, that knocked me out pretty quick.
I would say
Do you make your
I
So,
own
would have been
butter?
on my butt and couldn't get up for days.
no, I
Right.
got out after a couple hours, but I was high as balls.
Until you went to the bathroom, right?
Nope. I was high for like 4 days
Holy cow.
off of half a pan of homemade edibles.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
You guys are good at this stuff, man. I take a little and I'm like, whoa, what happened to me?
Well, minus 6 years in the military, and then almost 20 in AA. I've been smoking since I was 8. and I'm 49 now, so
Yeah.
I started smoking at 12 and I'm 42.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
you gotta tolerate.
I started at 15 and I will be 44 at the end of this month.
No, you're not. I don't believe that. You
You
look way
can't
too
be
young
that
for that.
old. There's
I
no way
refuse.
you're that old. You don't look
I
I
it.
I have
refuse
a
to
20-year
believe.
old daughter.
Nope, I refuse to believe that you are that old. You look way too young. I refuse.
Oh,
I'm not believing it.
I appreciate that.
You definitely do not. If you're really that age, you don't look it, Sam.
Well,
Right?
thank you. What?
Huh?
Oh, my next door neighbor is revving up their big truck. I don't know if you can hear it.
Okay. What day, Kim? What day for
Yeah,
what?
today.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, damn.
Oh, he's not talking to us.
No, I'm sorry. I got a friend of mine that is staying with me, and he was letting me know about an issue we'd been having with someone. And
Oh,
not,
okay.
well, not really an issue. It's just that she brought a lot of bad stuff to the apartment building where I live, and she's not there now.
Oh,
So
Oh.
he was giving me a heads up about it.
well, that was nice of him, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. She brought
Okay.
a lot of meth heads and crackheads and other hardcore
Mm,
drug users around.
Oh, that's not good to have around.
No, it's not. Especially when you got a history with that stuff.
right.
Yeah. So, like, is fall? What's your guys' favorite season, if you had to pick?
I'm
Summer.
somewhere between fall and spring because our winters, um, like even as a kid, our winters get so cold that like the school will close at -50. We'd go home and jump on our on what's called our snowmobiles, right?
Uh huh.
And go out riding around in -50, -60.
Wow. Holy cow.
So winter is a bit cold here. So
I hate
I'll pick
winter.
fall and spring.
A bit
Fall's
cool.
my favorite. Hi, Mount Violet. Hey, sweetie. Good to see you.
The
Yeah.
coldest I've ever been, the coldest weather I've ever been in was -70.
Oh my God.
And
Last
that
We
was,
had that when I was young. We had -70 here. We had a storm here a couple of years ago, and it hit -78.
Oh my goodness.
at
Okay.
-70, tires on a car would shatter like glass.
Oh, I would
Yep.
imagine so. Good Lord. Last Christmas we had -35 here, and I couldn't even get out of my house because my doors were frozen shut.
Yeah,
Oh,
-35
that's
is cold.
normal for
The
here. That's a
reason,
normal winter here.
Oh, I
yeah,
couldn't do it.
the
No.
reason where I was at that was -70 was about 50 miles north of Nome, Alaska.
Oh,
Oh my.
there you go. That's why.
And
Ugh.
I was there for a brief moment, and then they shipped me to a base in Hawaii that's way up on the big mountain, and it was still -70.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. An
That was a
hour
lunatic
and five
city.
minutes away, you got 80, 90-degree weather.
Like
Oh my.
there's times in our winters here, um, where we'll have a snowstorm and you can't get out your door because the snow is up to the top of your door. You're actually
Oh,
snowed in. You got to
Yeah,
dig your way out.
up where you're at, the snow get up to the very top of your roof.
do
Yep.
you lose power when the snow gets that high?
Rarely
Oh, okay.
it happens, but it's rarely because I mean we've been living here for years, right? So we have polarized, really good polarized cables and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Ooh,
they've got specialized cables that they use up there because of the weight of the snow and what it can get to.
Right.
right. But see, the winners are not the winners I grew up with. Like what we have today is nothing compared to what we had when I was growing up.
Oh
Same here.
yeah,
Yep.
When I was growing up, there'd be like 5 foot of snow, which was a lot for what, and I could barely walk through because I was a little girl. And now, like, what was it? 2 winters ago, I think we got 13 inches of snow, and everybody was freaking out. You know.
yeah. I mean, when
Is someone
Some of
watching
our
the
some of
Cowboys
our
game?
highways here,
yeah,
some of our highways here on our coast, is there's been pictures taken where the grader is going through to plow the snow, and it's like you're in a tunnel because there's just a wall of snow on each side.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, when I moved to New York in '87, there's a picture of a guy standing on a road, well, to the road or his driveway. Anyway, and he's standing on his truck and he's got his shovel up, and the snow's another 2 foot above the shovel.
Was it that 78? Because I always hear about the blizzard of 78. Like,
78, it snowed bad from what I hear, but it also snowed bad again in '87.
oh, okay.
Mm.
Is
'Cause that's the year that I came up here. I got up here 2 weeks before Halloween.
oh, okay. Oki wanted to know, is someone playing or watching the Cowboys game?
It's fixing to start, which means I'm going to have to get off here because my Cowboys are playing.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm a Cowboys fan. So, and they're playing against the Giants, and my friend likes the Giants.
Mm.
So it's going to be interesting.
Oh boy. Oki, yeah, you might want to bring a heater if you come up here.
Yeah, just for a little bit.
Yeah,
But see,
And
chicken or
that's
goat.
why,
our winter lasts from October, right, and then our spring will hit in March.
yeah, but see, that's why it's good to be up to live where you're at and be with someone. You can keep each other warm.
Yeah, I don't have
True.
nobody.
And if
Not
you
no.
have
I
no
can
one,
cuddle up with
have
my
lots of
cat.
dogs.
I can cuddle up with my cat.
I don't
There you
even have
go.
a pet. I'm sad. I can't even have a pet.
Have lots of dogs or cats or something. Why can't you have a pet?
Because when I got divorced, I had to move in to town, and the house that I am renting it is no pet policy.
Oh, we have a lot of those here.
What the landlord doesn't know won't hurt him.
Just keep
I've
the
thought
cat
about it.
good.
I've thought about it. How
So,
much
The
is in?
dog not to bark.
yeah. My little
Uh,
brother taught his pit bull not to bark. He put one of those shock collars on him,
oh no!
and every time he barked, he would hit him with the electricity.
Oh my
Not
goodness!
much, but the dog learned, okay, don't bark.
Right.
That's what one of my
So,
friends is using on his dog now, and I can't stand it. I'm like, stop pressing that. Stop pressing it.
I mean, I put it on me, and it's no worse than if you get if you accidentally got hold of an electric fence. It's no worse than that.
I know, SDA. That is evil. SDA says, how much is a case of beer in Newfoundland?
Okay, Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Okay, everybody always says it like it's spelt like
Oh,
Newfoundland, but it's called. But here we pronounce it Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Okay.
There you go. You got it. In the states, couple times in the states, they done some stories from Newfoundland, and one place they called it Newfoundland, and I'm like, wow, that's way out. But For like a 6 pack of beer, or an 8 pack, or a 12 pack?
I have no clue. She just said a case.
So I'm assuming a 12. That's a dozen. Here you're looking at close to $30.
Holy crap!
So not much difference than here, just
What's a
another
20 pack?
50%.
What's a 24 pack, Olive?
That I wouldn't know. I'm not a drinker. The only reason I know a dozen is because my friend made me go pick it up for her.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
if
I'm
you
I'm
not.
not
want
I haven't
a
drank.
drinker.
I haven't drank in years, so I wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
a 24 pack, you would just double it. Get two 12. That's 24. So about
just
$60.
$60
Yeah,
and be
about $60. Yep.
good night. Whew.
See, I'm not a
Just for a pack of cigarettes here is like anywhere from 18 to like $24.
good God Almighty.
Holy crap!
The most expensive cigarettes here are like, well, if you go down to New York City, the most expensive cigarettes are about 18, $20 a pack.
Our
I
cheapest
spent,
our
I,
cheapest here is 17.
Our
ow.
cheapest is right around $10.
Wow.
Well, I get Marlboro Black, and that is $6 and, oh, it's less than 7. I know that.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Marlboro's here, 14 and change, and that's where I live.
Ugh.
Wow.
So if you can get a pack of Marlboro Red, I'll give you my address.
Now, Marlboro Reds here are like a little less than $10.
Wow, that's still cheaper than what we're doing here.
Right. But
But
if you
then
smoke
Our
again,
most
Marlboro Reds,
expensive
Marlboro Blacks are no different. And believe me, I know, because I used to smoke Marlboro Reds.
our most expensive cigarettes here will cost you over 25 a pack.
Oh my God, I would quit
yeah,
smoking.
God, yeah, yeah,
Everything here is
evil,
way
yeah,
expensive because we're like in the middle of nowhere. So
yeah.
everything
So,
here is way expensive. Like you take okay, you take one single can of
Okay.
Coke,
Uh-huh.
cost us almost $2 here.
Wow.
wow,
But like,
that
is your wages high too, or like,
No,
no?
no.
no, they're doing what New York is trying to do, and that's tax and regulate you to not smoke ever again.
Right. Yep.
Oh, okay.
New York's been trying to do that for a few years now, ever since Cuomo was in office,
Uh-huh.
and it's not going to work. So what's happened is a lot of smokers have left New York
Yeah.
for to go down south because in Texas a pack of Marlboro is only like $5, $6 a pack.
Mhm. Yeah.
So a lot cheaper than almost 20.
I
The
used,
import,
like, Mount Violet said she rolls hers. She gets 3 cartons for $25.
Yeah, that's
well,
crazy.
I roll mine, and if I get a big bag of tobacco, which should give me about 3, 4 cartons, it's $50 plus the cost of cube.
Wow.
So figure almost $60, but I don't have to buy cigarettes all month, or real close to a month. So, but yeah, the game is starting, so I'm gonna have to hop off so I can watch the game.
Okay, Brad. Well, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us.
I
No
I,
loved
problem.
meeting you and talking to you. I think you're quite the smart man.
Well, thank you. It's very nice meeting you as well.
well, have a good night, and I hope your team wins.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Take care.
You too, and I hope so as well.
Okay, bye, Brad.
Bye bye.
Bye. Wow, he is smart,
Yeah, he knows a little bit about everything.
right? Like
Yeah,
I'm amazed. I wish I
yeah.
could be that smart.
I'm telling you what. Like we sometimes I do trivia night or whatever, and he'll get up on here and he'll know like everything. Is like, where do you come from? Like,
Right? Wow.
go sports. Yeah, that's pretty much me too, Okie. I'm not
Yeah, I
much on
can't do
sports.
watching. I can't do watching sports. I can't.
I used to watch football when my mom was around because she was into football, but now that she's gone, I don't watch any football.
I have too much of a racy mind. Like I can't focus on a game that long. Like my mind just goes.
Uh
It's just something I've dealt with. I have OCD too, right? So my brain is
huh. Oh,
constantly going.
oh, I know. I got ADD. It's just like my mind's like got five different things going on at the same time.
Right? I so get it. And when it's time to go to bed, you want it to shut off and it doesn't.
No, it does not. That's
So
why I got
horrible.
insomnia.
Yep, me too. I got insomnia from my OCD, and after I lost my daughter in the car accident when she was 2.5. Now Friday she would have been 16. So it was a long time ago, but since then I I've never been able to get much sleep a night. I'm lucky if I'll get like 4 or 5 hours,
Wow.
and even then my doctor has put me on sleeping medication to help. Yeah, it didn't do
Yeah.
anything for me.
No?
No,
I've
sadly, it
been on
didn't.
the same medicine for sleep for over 20 years now, and it won't help if I'm in a lot of pain, but it will like shut down the thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep. And see, like I have nerve pain. I
So
have
do I.
nerve damage. So when at night, it's much like a flu. In the daytime, you're having the pain, but you can deal with it. But at
Mm.
night, your flu gets much worse, and then you're all annoyed with it. Well, that's the way this type of pain is. Daytime, it's there, you feel it, but you can deal with it. At night, it comes on like double and triple strong, and then you're not able to sleep through the night.
Oh man.
So it's really hard.
Yeah, I understand, sweetie. I've dealt with fibromyalgia since I was 16, and
Wow.
nerves and muscles and all that plays a big part in it, and I totally
You
get
were
it.
diagnosed young. That's crazy.
Yep, I
Wow.
was.
I'm so sorry you're having to deal with that ever since 16. Like, that's a lot of years and a lot of pain.
It did get to I think I was like mid 30s is when it was every single day, all the time. This 24/7.
Yep.
Um, but like in my 20s, it'd be like 2, 3 days you were having a bad day, you're in pain, and then you would have a couple good days, and then you know what I mean?
At least you got a break, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like today, it's nonstop.
Oh, I feel for you. My ex-mother-in-law, she has it, and she just goes through torture.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like, I still talk to her. She's a wonderful woman, and she's just going through it. But and then on top of it, I have something that's very rare, which is Curare malformation. My brain is pushing down on my spinal um, cord and causing the fluid that flows back and forth to slow down. Eventually, I'll need a shunt put in if it doesn't explode and kill me instantly. If they can
Oh my
catch it before that.
goodness. Well, wouldn't they have to do like a regular checkup on it?
Yep, I get checkups on it. Yep, and that's like Friday. That was one of the tests that came back that it's progressively getting worse.
And is there like, would they have to drain it, or what would they do?
Yep. If like if it was that I became in a lot of pain and I went to the emergency, that's when they'd rush me in and drain it. And once they've drained it like so many times, then that's the option where they go in and they put the shunt in.
Uh,
But this is all only if they can catch it in time. Like at any given point in time in my life, it could increase so quickly that I don't even know what's happening, and it'll explode and I will die.
well, honey, I hope they can get it in time to where they can put that in, so you don't
That's what
have
I'm
that weighing
hoping.
on you all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. And there's a lot of like symptoms and stuff that come with it that are just nasty, like dizzy and um throwing up. The back of my throat will swell up if there's a lot of pressure. If it's slowed down a lot, it'll build up the spinal fluid in the back of my throat. I won't even be able to swallow my own saliva
Oh
at
my god.
times because it's so swollen.
Jeez.
So it's just I say that I'm just a very
A
special person
miracle.
because it's so rare that where I live, there's only 3 people where I live that have it in the whole province I live in. There's only 3 people that have it.
Well, I don't like to infringe on people's beliefs, but honey, I believe God can do anything.
Oh, I believe
And
in God too. I do.
yeah, so, I will pray for you, and I believe with all my heart that if He wants it done, it will be done.
Thank you
So,
so much. I appreciate that. I always believed in God and always went to church, but when I lost my daughter, I really um, became very close with God. And God is probably the only reason I made it through losing her was knowing that He done this for a reason. And if I don't know what that reason is until I meet Him, I'm okay with that.
hmm
But it happened for a reason, and
oh,
that's what
everything
got me
does.
through it.
Everything happens for a reason. It's
Right.
just, it can be very painful and confusing, and so, yeah. But I mean, as long as you trust in Him, it's okay. It happened for a reason, and she was meant to go home.
She was. And now my parents, I've lost my parents in the last few years back to back, and they're up there with her, and I believe that they're together and they're taking care of each other until I get there.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way I can get through it and look
Oh,
at it
definitely.
and not, be so
Mhm.
still very torn up about it because I spent 2 years where I didn't do a thing because I was so lost without her.
Right. I understand that too. I've lost a lot of people in my life, but there have been certain ones that just, it took me forever to live with it, to deal
Right?
with
It's
it, because
hard.
you never get over it. It's impossible.
You don't get over it. You just learn how to cope with it.
Yep. That's all you can do
Right?
is learn to live with it.
Like my brother, he like unalived himself. That took a lot out of me. I still yet to understand why he's done that.
Right.
Some of them leave you wondering why. Whereas my daughter, I knew God wanted her, but what he done wasn't something that you do in God's eyes, right? So it was so hard to understand why this happened.
Yeah, I've had a few of those too. It's one of those things you won't know until you're up there, and you know
And you get to talk with them and understand it
right.
all. But like
Yep.
all I have left now, all I have left now is my 2 daughters and my sister and my 3 nieces, and that's it. My parents are gone. My other little girl is gone. My brother's gone. Like, my grandparents all I have one grandparent left, but she is very far into dementia and she doesn't even have a clue who I am anymore, and I'm named after her.
um
So yeah, but that's all I got left is my grandmother and my sister and my 3 nieces and my 2 little girls. And like it's kind of hard because I really feel like I don't have anyone to turn to anymore because I always turn to my parents. We were very close.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like I took care of my dad for his last year. He was living with cancer. I'm the one that helped bathe him and do it all. And then when mom got sick, I was the one that was changing her diapers and doing it all. Right, like my sister wasn't the one that was there doing all the dirty work. That was me.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's just something that you were meant to do. And you got to think of it this way, too. Not too many people these days are willing to do that. I mean,
Right.
yes, there are some out there, and I'm one of them. I think that's the way it should be. You know, your parents raised you, took care of you, and you do that in return when they get old.
Well, we were taught like I said before, like our traditions and our cultures here, you're taught that your parents gave you this life. Your parents raised you to what you were when you left their house, and
Hmm.
in return, you take care of them when they get old. And you
Yep.
do whatever you have to do. And with both of my parents, I can say honestly that I took care of them and I gave them every last wish that they wanted from me. I gave it to them. My dad didn't want to go into a funeral home, so my sister and my mother, we all undressed that man, washed him, put him in his suit, and put him in his casket and drove
Oh,
him to the church. We done that
wow.
because it was his wishes from his traditions that he did not want a man making money off of him, like a funeral home making money off his dead body. That was
Right.
the way they were raised back then, right? So we gave him those final wishes. Every wish that my mother and my father asked for before they died, I granted it for them.
Well, you're an amazing woman because not too many people are that way.
It
Um,
should be more that way in my eyes.
it really should. I would never allow any of my parents to go to a resting home or, I would be the one taking care of them.
That's
Unless
what
a
I
nurse,
done. Like,
unless a nurse had to come in and, do medicine or something
yeah,
like that. Yeah, then
with
then
my
I would leave
father,
it up to them.
with my like both my parents, they didn't want to be put into a resting home either, and I said, okay, you're not going to be, I'm going to take care of you. That was my plan since I was a little kid. Once you got sick, I was the one to take care of you. And mind you, we had nurses come in to have to give my father his certain medications because he had cancer. He was on all kinds of these pain meds to even just be able to get up and walk every day.
Hmm.
So that was okay. And he needed a bed like they had in the hospital. We got him one and put it in the living room for him just where he wanted it. Like my parents got everything they want. And I think anybody should be able to take care of their own parents
Yeah, yeah,
because that's what they done for us. They done it for us. We were
exactly.
in my eyes, when you get older, you kind of revert back to being a child because you're hard to get along with, you're stubborn, you're getting hard of hearing, you're um maybe you got to have diapers on and stuff, right? So it's
Yeah,
almost like going back to a childlike state. So as far as I'm concerned, if you took care of me when I was a baby and a child, then I'm going to take care of you when you get to that state.
yep, yep. And, you will be rewarded for things like that. God saw what you went through and saw what you did for them.
God
So,
walks with me every day. I know that because I feel him holding my hand every day whenever I have a moment of being sad or being in pain. God is with me.
oh, definitely, definitely, wholeheartedly. Well, I think we've gone on the 2 hour mark, and I know who's going live tonight. Is it Easy?
Easy, yeah, I think he might. Yeah, I seen something pop up that Easy was going live, and Constance just went live not long ago,
Did she
or
really?
added a video, either live or added a video. I
Oh,
never,
okay.
but I did see her name pop up saying that she something either live or a video. But yeah, and then Easy, yep.
Cool. Well, I will see you over there, sweetheart. And I'm so happy I got to talk to you.
I'm
That's
so happy.
amazing.
I'm just glad that I got to come up and I've got to get to know you more and understand you more. And I'm telling you, doll, you're beautiful inside and out.
Oh, thank you, honey. So are you.
Thank you. I'll see you over at Easy's then, my doll. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Take care.
Take care, hon.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. We're going on 2 hours now. It doesn't feel like we've been on for 2 hours, but that's the great thing about hanging out and having a good conversation going. That to me is what I really would like this channel to be. It's just to hang out with some good people, have some laughs, have a little fun, and I'm really glad to see everybody who came by, who stuck around and spent a couple hours with me. I really appreciate that. Let me turn my camera on here. Thank you so very much. And I hope everybody has a good night. Sleep well. And tomorrow, try to be kind. Try to be nice to a stranger. Even a smile, open a door. A little bit of kindness does go a long way. All right, guys, I love you, and I am going to send you out with a beautiful um, video that my friend Kushi made me. All right, guys, I love you. Mwah! All right, let's see if I can.